Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for September 10th, 2025. We got Prosperity again, this time paired with Allies. And got Colony Platinum again. It's trashing from Broker and Investment and Crystal Ball. Rabble is back for draw. Plus actions from Merchant Camp Specialist Contract. Gains from Anvil Horde Specialist. So again, we don't have any actual plus buy unless I'm missing something, which... yeah. Okay. So... unlike yesterday, though, there's no forge. I don't think there's any way to multi-colony here. I'm not seeing it. There's not even a way to gain multiple green cards other than gaining estates with Anvil. It's pretty sad. Well, so we just kind of want to play a lean deck. It is worth noting, like, Clerk and Rabble are both pretty relevant attacks for a board like this, I think. So I don't think we want to play like just like a money deck. You can get some reliability out of Contract, and that could be pretty relevant given those attacks. Like, if you end up having a bunch of estates or colonies later or whatever top decked, like having Contracted Rabble could be a pretty valuable thing. For example. But yeah, so I think we will still want to trash. Broker is going to be the better estate trasher. Investment is going to be the better copper trasher. We could use Broker to like gain favors for Mountain Folk as well. Mountain Folk is one of the weakest allies, but one of the things that Anvil gains could be used for is to feed stuff to Broker to do Mountain Folk. If you can manage to gain a 4 cost every turn and then broker it and then play 1 contract, that's enough to get the Mountain Folk every turn. So that's something to consider, I suppose. I'm thinking we open with Broker and then pick up an investment after that. Do we want to open with Anvil? Like, I do think Anvil has a role to play here. And if we want to pick up an investment, Anvil could be a way to do it. But do we want to be able, like, do we want to be in a better position to hit 5? That might be the case. Clerk would also not be bad. I think getting to an early Rabble might be better. Yeah, I think I prefer the silver to start with. Bot's gonna open Clerk, I bet. No, investment. Interesting. Okay. So we can have a clean shuffle if we draw here. We probably won't hit 5 this turn. Well, we might. We do have the silver. We won't be able to hit 5 both turns, but I think I'm okay with that because I want to get an investment anyway. So I think I'm going to go with cards. All right. And yeah, we're going to have 4 next turn. The one thing is that if we take the rabble now, we will risk terminal collision. So we could get a merchant camp next turn to help with that. We could also get a contract or a crystal ball instead of the rabble. Crystal ball, I don't think is very good just in general. There's probably something cool you can do with it with Anvil, but the early contract would really just be to get the favors going a little faster, which is, it's all right. I think I'm just gonna risk the terminal collision. Like if we end up brokering a state for actions and draw with rabble, that's fine. Okay, do we just go straight for specialist? Or do we go for contract? I think I'm gonna say specialist. Well, so we have 2 coppers and an estate down there. Unfortunate. We can, if we want to hit 5 again, we can trash estate. Alternatively, we could trash copper and pick up a merchant camp. I think I prefer that. I don't want a ton of merchant camps, but... well, alright then. Broker on top with no states. That's not great. Right, it was, yeah. Getting like a diversity of the cards that we want into our deck makes some sense, now that we have the specialist, because then like the specialist can gain what we want depending on what we want. Second specialist would also be good from that perspective, so we can specialist. So I'm thinking about like either contract or specialist. I'm gonna say specialist, I think. Damn it. Damn it! Come on. Alright, I guess I'll take... well, maybe we take the Anvil now. Yeah. Oh, what is this? God damn it. I'm just gonna see this every turn? Jesus. All right. We want another merchant camp or a clerk. We have 2 specialists. We just discarded our merchant camp, and we have both of our estates. And this is messed up. Like, God. Ugh. I don't know. I really don't want to trigger this shuffle because our rabble's gonna miss, and then we're not gonna have any draw. This is been so frustrating. Do we even want... I mean, we could buy a merchant camp if we don't trash with the broker. I would like to attack with the rabble, but... Fuck. And how do they already have... Oh no, we have 3 specialists and they have 3. Okay. They've gotten to trash all of their estates. It's just... I think it makes more sense to trash. Fucking shit! One, 3, 4. Like, so... Do we want to gain a card with the anvil, or do we want to like hit 5 while trashing a copper is, I guess, the question. We could also trash the investment and get a decent amount of points off of it, but it's not like we're done trashing copper. I think I want to hit 5. Thinking about getting a contract, but we could use another rabble. I wanted to specialist the rabble, but I should probably just need to get the... Oh my god! What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? This is absurd! I guess we're gonna broker the anvil. But we need... God damn it. Why did this have to be the hand where we get clerked? I mean, get... What is the... what is happening? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm obviously beyond frustrated here. Do we want to gain... I mean, we're nowhere close to deck control. I guess we should gain one of these cards. I want the... I do want the contract, but... Okay, maybe... Let's see the broker. We don't see 2 specialists. I just... Fuck! Do we even play this rabble? We have broker estate down there. Like, maybe we just double play the clerk. think we're better off trashing copper. Take the last specialist. Guess so. I guess we top deck the merchant camp? Wait, we don't have the broker down here? What the fuck? What? Did they discard our broker? I didn't see that. It went by too fast. Fucking shit. We managed to draw both of the estates. Unbelievable. Oh, why didn't I... No, I wouldn't want... I guess I'm gonna gain a copy of Merchant Camp. This is... so angry. Sure, discard all my fucking rabbles. Why not? At least I can trash one of these estates with the broker. How many fucking rabbles have they played? We don't have the fucking anvil anymore to like gain stuff. It's probably time to green. Oh my god, look at... Oh my god, wait, could we win? Do we have enough specialists? Like, we gain a merchant camp, we gain a rabble. We don't even need points, we can trash the investment for points. After all of that? Oh my god. And we can do better than that. What a stupid game that was. Sure, play this rabble again. Why not? Wasn't really doing anything anyway. Yeah, that's right. We got a BP that doesn't go in the deck. Okay. That was incredibly unpleasant. I guess in the end it was okay. We could have so easily lost that game, though, if we'd had, like, one more turn of just, like, nothing lines up. Jesus. You know, normally I don't think of the rabble attack as being, like, that bad. I did mention at the beginning, like, I think it could be relevant here. But I was thinking more in terms of, like, you know, okay, early in the game, when you still have estates, you know, that can hurt. And then during the greening phase, like, if there was a greening phase, right, you can... I was not thinking about, oh, what will happen is your broker will never find your last two estates, and then you'll get those top decked. And also, like, you'll have garbage hands, and then somehow Rabble will discard all of your good cards, like, every time, like, even though there's no particular reason that it should. Yeah, they had 6 Rabbles, And 6 merchant camps. That's a lot of merchant camps. That's a lot of merchant camps. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Like, Rabble Merchant, your Merchant Camp Rabble is +1 card. There's a similar thing, was it like on a recent daily where you had Hamlet and Inn with Margrave, where that's also +1 card. The big difference is that that like Hamlet and Inn give you like search space to find stuff. Merchant Camp does not. So Merchant Camp Rabble, I mean, even putting aside that Rabble is worse than Margrave, Merchant Camp Rabble is a lot worse than Hamlet Margrave or Inn Margrave. Because you're more likely to dud. So like I think in general, like having the specialists is like, you know, having at least one merchant camp, but having more of your plus actions coming from specialist is better. Not that the bot didn't have specialists. Yeah, it got thin. It did get thin. We had very similar like decks, really. Almost identical. Like, they have more merchant camps and rabbles. I have more specialists. We each have 1 copper. And then I have this province. I do still wonder, like, if with better draws, whether a contract could actually come into play, or like keep the anvil and then do stuff with that. But my god, this was such a mess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the bot, I mean, I didn't even notice this happening, but I guess the bot really pushed piles on its last turn without scoring. Well, look, double played to Rabble, gained a merchant camp. Gained a Rabble, double played a Rabble, and then bought nothing? What? Okay. It didn't play its clerk. It ran out of actions? They managed to do that with all those merchant camps. That's weird. Like, if they had just double played this merchant camp, right, rather than gaining one. They started with specialist, rabble, specialist again, plays the merchant camp. Okay, now they're at 2 actions. It could have been at 4 actions and had not had a stop card in the deck. Surely the bot didn't think it had a win, did it? I don't think it would have had enough specialists for that. Like, if I had 6 and it had 4, I mean, that's 2. This is 2 of them already. And by this point, you've already declined one of the potential gains. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to gain a merchant camp to try to pile at this point. This is just a very strange decision. And then, so yeah, 2 actions, 1 action, 2 actions, 1 action, and then specialists, the rabble, another rabble, and then it's out of actions. Very strange. And I didn't have any money because I didn't get to play clerk or a bunch of its other merchant camps. Like, the reason I had money on my last turn was because I played these merchant camps and then double played a clerk. Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, that was a mess. But all's well that ends well, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.